We'd love to dedicate this episode to our queer elders.
We think about those we lost in the AIDS crisis and the Black and brown trans people who fought for our rights.
Pride was, and will always remain, a protest.
What the flip is going on, y'all? Welcome back to Gays on the Go. And yo, you already know who we are, but if you don't,
Why not?
why not? Anyways,
not?
my name is Gabby Grande.
I'm Mary Donna.
And in today's episode, we are exploring
Church in Wellesley.
Church in Wellesley, also known as the Gay Village. This episode is going to be
I wonder why we're exploring the gay village.
I don't know. This episode is going to be jam-packed with lots of historical facts. We're going to be talking to one of my besties. We're going to be seeing lots of beautiful things. And just overall, having a good time.
Let's go, gays.
Let's go.
Let's go, lesbians.
Let's go, lesbians.
Let's go, queers.
Follow along. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh.
The Gay Village starts at Church and Wellesley. And it ends at Carlton and Church. If you've ever been to any Pride celebration, you'll know that it is one, a protest first, and two, a party. So we are on, I'd say, Carlton and Church, and just between Wood Street. This entire street gets shut down for the entire 3-day weekend, and there's vendors that pop up, you know, there's stages that pop up, and there's different drag queens, and there's different this and that, and it's very fun. It's amazing. It's an amazing atmosphere. You feel incredibly loved by people you haven't even met before in your life. And life is just awesome. The first Pride celebration held in Toronto was in 1972. They actually went to the Toronto Islands for that. Can you imagine? All that sand in your ass cheeks. First Pride, woo!
It's your crosswalk.
It's our crosswalk, actually. It's your crosswalk.
What's that butch?
Also, shout out Erica Howe, shout out PWHL Toronto, shout out Adam for getting this shirt for me. Appreciate you, love y'all, miss you. We are standing at Church and Alexander Street, and right in front of BMO, there used to be a statue for someone named Alexander Wood. Alexander Wood, I'd say people have mixed opinions about him, definitely very controversial. People used to call him a gay icon, but it also came out that he was a treasurer and part of the founding members of what we now know as residential schools. In 1810, Alexander Wood was actually part of an alleged sex scandal where he attempted to inspect the genitals of men after a woman claimed that she was sexually assaulted. This led to him facing sodomy charges and widespread rumors about his sexuality. He eventually fled the country back to Scotland to avoid persecution. Molly was actually a slang term used against homosexuals back in the time. And part of Church in Wellesley was actually Alexander Wood's estate. So people used to call this area Molly's Woodbush. Behind me is Old St. Charles Tavern. It used to be a plethora of establishments. We got restaurants, we got bicycle shops, we got fire halls, we got bars, we got anything you can think of. This place was probably it. In the 70s, St. Charles Tavern actually used to host drag Halloween parties where people would be able to come, dress up in drag, and just feel like themselves for a night. Homophobes hated that so much that they would come and they would throw rotten eggs and fruit at drag queens. Boo, homophobes, boo. The restaurant introduced the saying, "Meet me under the clock," in a marketing campaign. In some ads, it was followed by the phrase, "Make our slogan your own," something the LGBTQ+ community did. They adopted the saying as a code to indicate events and/or cruising spots. On February 5th, 1981, Toronto police arrested 300 men in 4 different bathhouses. The following day, almost 3,000 people marched to 52 Division and Queen's Park, smashing windows and starting fires en route to make their voices be heard. We are on Carlton and Mutual Street, and behind us is the Oasis Aqua Lounge. In 2000, this place used to be called the Pussy Palace. Now, the Pussy Palace used to be a lesbian bathhouse. Similar to the bathhouse raids in 1981, the Pussy Palace got raided in 2000. People were given liquor license violations, but in 2004, it was ruled unreasonable for them to have those charges in the first place. Fun fact, our now Chief of Police, Myron Demkew, participated in those bathhouse raids in 2000. As part of a human rights settlement in 2004, the Toronto Police enhanced efforts to recruit gay officers, they adopted a gender-sensitive policy, and they actually paid $350,000 to the complainants. Don't fuck with gay people. Barber Hall Park is actually the site of the annual Trans Day of Remembrance. Happens every year on November 20th. There's a whole ceremony, there's artists who perform, and the community gathers to remember those who were killed solely because of who they were. This park was actually renamed after Toronto's mayor, Barbara Hall. She was the first Toronto mayor to march in a pride parade, which I think is really, really awesome. She also supported housing initiatives, and she helped create violence against women in Canada as a national issue. Behind me is the 519. We are right in the heart of Church and Wellesley, and this community center here is one of the beating hearts of the community. On their website, their description is one of the most beautiful things I've ever read in my entire life, and we are going to put it here.
Conservatory. We're gonna go through, check out the nice plants, and see what's going on. Follow along.
So we're at the historical Allen Gardens right now. Back in, I would say maybe 50, 60 years ago, this neighborhood used to be a historical cruising destination for gay people in Toronto. I think is really cool. Now it's turned into a beautiful botanical garden, and there are also 2 dog parks here. Small dog park, large dog park. Very nice. Looks pretty. Let's check it out. Ooh, here you can definitely feel a moisture shift. There's a lot of moisture in the air. That's a big ass leaf. I feel like one of those British boys.
It's like the lesbian version of like catching a giant fish. Like, look at this leaf, dude. Oh my,
this McFrickin' leaf, dude. It's massive.
Leaf.
Yeah. You want a shot with the leaf?
Catch of a lifetime.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
How heavy is she? How many pounds you think?
I think she's like 20 kilos.
Dude,
Yeah.
Bruh. And you're holding it? You're so strong.
Yeah.
Rob, happy 45th, dude. Be what you are for your breath. That's what the sign says. And then on the other side, happy 50th. Dude, Rob, you're smashing it. Hope you got to 55 and 60 and 65 and 70. Yay, Rob.
There's not many water fountains for you to try.
There's
in this
not,
episode.
no. How does that make you feel?
I'm disappointed, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's really funny when you drink warm water.
Well, is your water in that bottle warm?
I don't think so.
Oh. Oh yeah, hydration. How do I, wait. There we go. I'm a filmmaker. Oh yeah. Oh, flippin' yeah, dude.
No, it's refreshing. It's not cold because I didn't put ice in it. Amateur mistake, but it's still cool. Shout out to my Hydro Flask. She's been through it.
Hey, Hydro Flask.
Do you want some?
Sure, thank you. You know, we're in our stomping grounds. You know, early 20s, living it up in the village. You know, meeting some gay people, hanging out with gay people. Gay people. Did I mention gay people? Behind me is Black Eagle, which is a leather bar reserved for gay men. Huge on bears.
Behind me is Flash. They have a stage for drag performances. I've seen some great shows there. They also do karaoke. It used to be on Thursday nights, and when I tell you we fucked that up in university, it was $5 tequila shots. What are we gonna do? Gay people. And then upstairs there is the Cock Bar, which is a space reserved for gay men. They have go-go dancers and I'm assuming other things, but I've never been.
Behind me is Woody's. They have nightly DJ performances and they also have 5 bars. 5 bars.
Behind me is Cruise and Tangos, which opened in 1994 and is a staple for drag shows in the neighborhood. And fun fact, the main floor served as the main location for the Miss, what is it called? The Miss Church Street pageant for the series Queens on CBC Gem. I know my lines.
Behind me is O'Grady's. They actually host nightly drag performances as well as drag brunch Sundays. They also have bangin' nachos. Really good nachos. Bangin' nachos. Behind me is The Well, another gay bar. Again, amazing drag performances. They actually have an open stage. They have karaoke and they have really amazing sweet potato fries. Check it out. Yeah. Behind me is a restaurant called Soy Boys. Let me preface this by saying I would lay my life on the line for this place, okay? Everything's vegan. Literally the best Beyond Burger I've ever had in my entire life. As a vegetarian, both of us, I feel like we have a nice resume for that. It's really, really fun if you're sloshed after cruise, or if you're fried after Woody's, or if you're, I don't even know. Whatever you want, Soy Boys is your place. Whoever you are, come to Soy Boys.
I've eaten Soy Boys cold the next day and it still hits.
Behind me is the Glad Day Bookshop, the oldest queer bookstore in the entire world, the entire universe. It opened in 1970. They support local authors, they support drag artists, they support artists in general. And they were actually on the brink of extinction, but because of community organizing, they got enough money for their rent. So yay! Support Glad Day Bookstore! Yay, Glad Day! Do you want me to stand on this?
Actually, yeah.
So I am here with my bestie for the Resty, Wilder. Wilder, what's going on?
Not much. I'm chilling at church in Wellesley.
Hell yeah.
I don't know.
What do you like most about the area?
I like people watching. I like when I get off work and I'm like chilling here and I'm smoking a joint and I'm like looking at all these gay people that all look like they come from different walks of life and they're all just like having fun.
Do you have a favorite moment that you can think of?
Ooh.
Bestie, come on. Oh my God. Talk
Spending $180 at Fox and the Fiddle on rum and coke.
That's impressive.
What was it like?
In 2 hours. I love dropping that one on people. I love dropping that one on people.
Okay. Is there anywhere you would recommend people to check out if they're coming to this area for the first time?
Mostly like the drag shows. Like there's a lot of great girls. Like Garage has a lot of girls. Pegasus, Open Stage.
You know,
yeah.
Flash.
It's fun to see like up and coming talent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like that brunch place too.
Which
the
one?
Sherry Bistro.
Oh.
Went there with my dad one time. It's
Ooh.
great.
We got a brunch place. Hey, brunch.
Brunch. Yeah.
Wellesley. Thank you.
Wellesley.
Thank you. Wellesley. Thank you so much for this. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yep.
Thoughts on the pink washing?
There's no better feeling than accepted for what you are.
Wow.
Like pinkwashing, yes, but also why don't you give the money from pinkwashing to the actual communities?
Speaking of facts.
Sorry.
Also, I want everyone to know that I'm taller. They're standing on like a ledge right now.
Don't listen to everything you hear on social media, okay?